Okay, so I'm going to address a couple of things in this video just to kind of make it a more complete video than just, on one subject. Uh, this video is going to be about bedding down for the night in a prepping situation. This is my bedroll. I picked it up for about $6. Slightly used, of course. Makes a huge difference when you bed down for the night. It's insulation. It keeps you up off the ground. Just enough to keep you comfortable. Little pebbles, little sticks, and things aren't going to bother you through this. Also carry a sleeping bag. I'm not going to bring mine out because it's in my bug out bag, but simple bedroll, $6. They're pretty lightweight. Doesn't take up a lot of space. Well worth carrying it around. The other thing that I want to address is when you bed down for the night, shake your shirt out. If you've been in the woods, if you've been in the weeds, your waistline, your shirt, socks, boots, anything, you want to shake those out. Make sure that there's not a lot of grit in your waistline, because that will chafe. Things that anywhere that you feel like things can get stuck. Just get everything. Just wipe it out, because who wants to wake up and have sore armpits because there's bark in there, or a sore waist, or derriere, or anything because you forgot to maintain yourself before you went to sleep. Also, if you have a tent, I carry if I can find it. And this is my bug out bag. This is not my camping bag. This is my bug out bag. It's just a military personal protection tent. It's not made to last a very long time or be put up and down. I mean, I guess you could, but it's not made for that. It's made to get you from point A to point B if you have to stay overnight. Very lightweight. Doesn't take up a whole lot of space. Worth carrying. Another thing I want to talk about in the bedding down video is things to keep handy. Of course, a gun if you have it. If you do not have, or you do not feel that keeping a gun handy for some reason, I suggest something that's easy to use in the middle of the night. This is the SOG Tactical Tomahawk. It can be used to fight things off. I'd rather have this than a gun, simply because if it's just something trying to chew on my toes, whatever, I can use this. Yeah, I don't have to shoot at it. I don't have to give my position away, and things of that nature. It's an alternative to a gun if I don't want to fire my gun. Also saves on ammo in a protected situation. Or you could use a knife. The only reason I don't like knives is because inside of a tent or inside of a shelter, is because if you're not fully awake, you can end up cutting yourself pretty easily. Grab just in a panic, unsheathing it or something. But it's nice to keep around. But I like my Tomahawk better, just because it's easy. I can grab the handle in the dark, and I know that that's the handle. I can't make the mistake of grabbing the head. I guess I could, but to me, I can have that laid beside me on the ground, and all I'm going to get is that handle. Just put it at arm's length. And it's spiked on one side and sharp on the other. Also, when bedding down for the night, you got to keep in mind, especially in a survival situation, like a doomsday scenario, whatever you might be prepping for, that there are other people around. So, flashlights. You know, my particular flashlight, I didn't even plan on having it for this video. I just always have it handy beside my bed. Uh, you can see that's very bright. It blinds out, my camera. The thing is, you shine that flashlight around in the middle of the night, anybody in the general direction is going to see that little flash right there, and they're going to know you're there. So, I like a flashlight has dim red, or just a dim beam. That way you're not flashing your flashlight all around. And don't, be conscious of it. Don't point it all around, Uh, a lot of people say, well, you'll have a fire going and they'll see that and everything. Small fire versus a high lumen flashlight, your small fire is not going to give you away. Your huge lumen flashlight that's damn near like a spotlight, excuse the French, is going to give you away. Another thing for bedding down at night is your fire. You don't necessarily need, if you have a good shelter, even a tent, use leaves to insulate it. Unless it's bitterly cold, you're not gonna. I don't like starting fires. Not that I can't. It's just wood smoke for miles. You can smell it for miles. The light gives off a signature. So the better your shelter, the less you'll need a fire. Does it keep predators away? Yes, it does. But it also attracts attention in a survival situation from humans. You're cooking and cleaning. If you're going to have dinner before you bed down, don't clean your fish or whatever animal in your camp area. Take it outside of your camp area. Your fire. Make sure that it is under control before you go to bed. I don't know how many times I woke up with my shelter on fire. It happens. It's part of the learning process. Luckily, I usually make my shelters out of sticks and leaves, so it's easy to exit if the exit's on fire. But that's just a few tips on bedding down for the night in a survival situation, or in a prepper situation. I'm not going to say survival.